In today's digital landscape, 5 signs you're doing everything wrong at corporate, shaping the future by providing exciting courses. Okay, enough. Seems to be something like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious experience. This, my friends, is AI Slog. And if you have used ChatGPT, Claude, or Jasper in the last year, your content is probably infected too. So in this video, I'm showing you the 5 signs your content is slog positive and the 10-second test that 90% of you are going to fail. Let's get into it. So first, let us understand what is AI slog. Here's the official Gupshup definition. AI slog is content that is technically correct, grammatically perfect, and completely forgettable. It's the content equivalent of hospital food. It's got the calories, it won't kill you, but you'll never remember eating it. And you definitely aren't coming back for the second time. Bad writing is easy to fix because you cringe when you see it. But slog is dangerous because it just looks fine. Your boss approves it, the grammar check gives it a green light. You hit publish and then silence. No DMs, no shares. Just the digital sound of crickets. You think the algorithm is broken? No. Your content is just invisible because it's the average of 1 million other people's prompts. Now, the question is, how did we get here? How did the internet become a giant bowl of lukewarm oatmeal? Let's look at the timeline of our collective downfall. November 22, ChatGPT launches. The world loses its mind. Every marketer on earth thinks, finally, I can file on my brain and let a chatbot do the heavy lifting. Productivity is solved. It was the honeymoon phase. We were all in love with a robot. 2023, the copy-paste gold rush. Every brand and creator starts using AI for everything. Blogs, captions, emails, texts, probably everything. If it had a blinking cursor, we fed it a prompt. 2024, the content explosion. We're now publishing more content in a single day than the entire human race did in all of 2010. It's a literal tsunami of words. And 2025, where we are right now. The internet is full, but it's also empty. Now here's the dirty secret nobody wants to admit. All these tools, they went to the same school. They read the same blogs, the same top 10 productivity tips, and the same cringy marketing manifestos. They are trained on the average of the internet. So, when you ask AI to write a LinkedIn post about work-life balance, it doesn't give you a breakthrough insight. It gives you the mathematical meat of every boring post ever written on this subject. It's not looking for the best idea. It's looking for the most likely next word. And what's the most likely word? The most common one. The safest one. The one that's been used 1 billion times before. AI isn't a creator. It's a giant, high-speed pattern matching machine. And the pattern, it's matching. It's aggressively, painfully page. It's not the AI's fault. It's doing exactly what it's been told. It's like asking a blender to make you a 5-star meal. It's just going to give you a beige smoothie and wonder, why do I have to chew it? That's the slog. It's the sound of 1 million robots trying to blend in with each other. Now, let me tell you the 5 signs your content has AI slog. Alright, so sign number 1 of 5. The buzzword bingo. Enough clue. Now, let's play a quick game. I called it buzzword bingo. Open your last 3 LinkedIn posts or that thought leadership blog you just finished. We are going on a scavenger hunt for the signs of the slog. I wanted to hit CMD plus F and search for these specific phrases. If they show up, take a shot of espresso because you're gonna need the energy to delete them. In today's digital landscape, in an era of, it's no secret that dive deep into, leverage the power of, unlock the potential of. If you found more than 2 of these, congratulations, you have officially been infected by this slog. These are AI filter phrases. They're the linguistic equivalent of elevator music. They sound professional, but they mean absolutely nothing. They are the written version of saying, while your brain tries to think of something actually interesting to say. Now the question is, why does the AI use them? Because they appeared in roughly 6 trillion generic articles it was trained on. They are safe, they are common, and most importantly, they are invisible. Your reader's brain is a specialized slop detection machine. The moment it sees in today's digital landscape, it goes into sleep mode. They aren't reading your content anymore. They're just rolling past the fluff, looking for a sign of human life. So here's the ultimate bite check. Read your post out loud. Seriously, would you ever walk up to a human friend at a bar and say, "Hey Rahul, in today's digital landscape, it's crucial we leverage the power of our synergy to take this beer to the next level"? No, you wouldn't. Rahul would call an ambulance because he'd think you're having a stroke. So, if you wouldn't say it, why on earth are you hitting publish on it? Sign number 2. And this one's sneaky. The empty calories. This is the content that feels like a 5-course meal when you look at it, but tastes like air when you bite into it. It's the cotton candy of marketing. It looks big, it's fluffy, and it dissolves into nothing the second it touches a human brain. Now let me show you a crime scene. A chunky 150-word paragraph of AI-generated text about synergy. Look at this paragraph. It's thick, it's substantial. It looks like someone worked hard on it, right? Now watch me perform an exorcism and highlight the actual information in this mess. 2 sentences, just 2. The other 130 words are just verbal limbed. It's in addition to this, furthermore, it is important to note. And as we consider the implications, it's a 15-card pileup of transition phrases. AI writes like a college student trying to hit a word count at 3 a.m. It's been trained to produce volume, not value. It takes one tiny lonely idea and stretches it out like cheap yoga pants until it's completely transformed. So here's the thing. Your readers might not be writers, but they are not stupid. They finish your 1000-word blog post and think, I feel like I just ate a bowl of steam. They can't always explain why, but they know they're still hungry for actual information. So stop serving your audience bags of air. If your paragraph can be summarized in a tweet, just write the tweet. And remember that 10-second test that I mentioned in the starting of the video? We're getting there. But first, you need to see sign 3. Now, we're at the halfway point. Sign number 3, and this is the big one. The opinion vacuum. AI is basically that one friend who can never decide where to eat for dinner. It is terrified of being wrong, so it settles for being boring. Ask AI a real question like, is cold outreach dead? Cold outreach can be effective when done correctly, but it also has limitations depending on your industry, audience, and approach. Dan. I think I just drew a gray here. AI is designed to be the ultimate both sides guy. It's neutral, it's balanced, and it has the personality of a wet paper towel. But the internet doesn't care about the balance. The content that stops your scroll, it takes a stand. It's the pose that sticks. This popular strategy is actually hot garbage, and here is why. It's the finally someone said it moment. AI will never give you a hot take because AI doesn't have conviction. It has probability distributions. It doesn't have a soul, it has a safety filter. If your content reads like a Wikipedia article, safe, agreeable, and beige, congratulations, you're invisible. Strong content is supposed to make some people disappear. That's not a bug, it's the entire point. If everyone agrees with you, literally no one will remember you. Now, sign number 4. We're almost there. The example drought. AI is like that person at a party who pretends to know a celebrity but can't remember their name, what they look like, or where they met. It's all vibe and zero fact. Open any piece of AI's log and look for a name, a number, or a specific story. You won't find them. Instead, you'll get this red word soup. Many successful brands have utilized this strategy to achieve significant results. Which brands? What strategy? Was the significant result $1 million or just a good job sticker from their mom? Basically, AI writes in generalities because it's a professional guesser. It doesn't know about your client who accidentally deleted their entire database and still doubled their revenue. It doesn't know about the time you tried a TikTok trick and lost 3 pounds of dignity, but at least gained 5,000 followers. AI knows patterns. It doesn't know scars. Humans are hardwired for stories. If you tell me optimizing emails improves ROI, I'm already checking my fridge for snacks. But if you tell me Rahul sent 400 emails with 0 replies until he changed one word in the subject line and got 40 meetings, now I'm reading it. Specificity is the antidote to sloth. AI can't be specific because it hasn't lived. You have. Use that. One more sign and then I'm giving you that 10-second test. Stay with me. So finally, sign number 5. The ultimate test. The voice void. And honestly, this is the one that hurts the most. If I stripped your name and logo off your post, would anyone know it was yours? Or would they just assume it was generated by a server in a cold basement? If your content could belong to anyone, it belongs to no one. That's a voice point. Let's look at 2 mosts about morning routines. The classic LinkedIn trap. Posting. Starting your day with intention can boost productivity. Consider incorporating mindfulness and goal setting for a positive tone. Cool. It's a LinkedIn post written by a HR blender. I'm already bored and I haven't even finished my coffee. Now, let us have a look at bursting. I hate mornings. Like, aggressive. But I found if I don't touch my phone for 30 minutes, I'm 40% less cranky and 100% less likely to doom scroll into despair. Try it, report back. Which one do you actually like? Exactly. Post B has voice. It has flaws. It has a human who is actually cranky and admits to doom scrolling. AI doesn't have bad morning. AI doesn't have a self-deprecating sense of humor. It doesn't have a soul. It has a power bot. If you can swap your caption with your competitors and no one notices the difference, you're not a brand. You're a commodity. You're just another bowl of slop in the feed. So, why am I spending my afternoon ranting about bland paragraphs? Because AI slop isn't just annoying, it's expensive. It's a quiet business killer. Cause number 1. The algorithm graveyard. Google and LinkedIn are getting smarter. They don't just want content, they want help. If your post is generic, the algorithm doesn't just ignore it, it buries it. Cause number 2. Ghosting your audience. People don't unfollow boring brands. They just stop seeing them. Every time you post slow, you're training your followers to ignore it. Cause number 3. The race to the bottom. If you sound like everyone else, you're a commodity. And commodities compete on price. Unless you want to be the cheapest option forever, you need a voice. Cause number 4. The effort paradox. Here's the kicker. AI slop takes 80% of the effort for 20% of the results. You still have to prompt, edit and post. You're doing the work, you're just not getting the reward. Okay, finally, I promised you a way out of the slop. So here it is. The 10-second AI slop test. Fair warning, I've done this test with 50 marketers and only 4 have passed. Let's see if you're one of them. It's simple, it's brutal, and it's the only reality check you'll ever need. Now, pull up your latest LinkedIn post. Now I want you to ignore everything in the middle and read only the first sentence and the last sentence. Then, ask yourself honestly, would I actually keep reading this? That's it. That's the whole test. Because here's the cold, harsh truth. Your first sentence is the hook. If it's a generic AI opener like in today's fast-paced world, boom, they've already scrolled past you. You're ghosted. And your last sentence, that's the stick. If it's a limp AI closer like, hopefully these tips help you on your journey, well, you've been forgotten before they even lock their phone. If your first sentence doesn't grab them by the collar and your last sentence doesn't leave them thinking, you aren't posting content. You're just adding to the slop pile. Go, do it right now. And I'm serious. Pause the video and wait. How do you do? Did you pass or are we going back to the drawing board? Look, I'm not here to be the AI police. I use these tools every single day. Kamshap is literally built on them. But there's a massive difference between using AI as a co-pilot and letting it drive the bus while you take a nap in the back. Slop happens when you outsource your thinking. It happens when you forget that your brain is the most expensive part of the equation. So, in my next video, I'm breaking down the exact framework we use to stay slop-free. It's called Human in the Loop. I'll show you how to get the speed of AI without losing your soul in the process. We aren't talking tools yet, we're talking mindset. Because a shiny tool in a dull mind just produces, well, shiny slop. If this video made you want to go and delete your last 3 LinkedIn posts, hit that subscribe button. I'm here every week with real, actionable marketing that actually sounds like a human wrote it. And do me a favor, drop a comment below. Which of the 5 sides hit you the hardest? Be honest, I've been guilty of all of them at some point. I'll lay in there replying to as many as I can. So, see you in the next one. Until then, keep the gupshup going with Gupshup.